You signed Federico as a free agent. What's sort of your plans for him?
Big body guy that I know can play special teams and see what he can do. Liked him in the draft. We're pretty light on our practice roster. Like last week, we only had 5 guys on our practice roster. We do have quite a few guys on one game injured. Unfortunately, that's what it is. So, always like to get depth and see guys with our eyes. And not this week, but we'll see what he can do soon.
Obviously, huge game against the Riders coming up here,
Yeah.
Dave. Yeah, massive.
Yeah, I mean, I think for both teams on losing streaks and knowing that, you're really going to have to beat this opponent in order to get into playoffs. Both sides, I think, are saying the same message. Hey, let's get back on track. Let's win a football game, see where it takes us. So, yeah, always fun here at McMahon. Usually a great crowd. Looking forward to it. And a little Saturday night football. So it should be a great one.
But the two gentlemen that are honored here, you're familiar with both of them. Just thoughts on them?
Yeah, so both Spencer and Keon, I've been in contact with them. They're guys that I think have made a indelible mark on our team, but also our community, and guys obviously from super different backgrounds, but both enjoyed their time with the Stampeders and wanted to retire as Stampeders. And so, I've been kind of talking with Keon and Spence for a bit now about trying to get something like this done. This is a perfect time. Happy to see the families here as well, because when this happens, to me, it's as much about the family. So, if you're a Stampeder, to me, you're part of the family, and welcomed them back. Thought maybe if they had 1 or 2 more games in them, but they said no.
Looks like they can still play. What do you mean?
Well, they look pretty good, both of them, I have to admit. O-line, Canadian O-line, sign them up, man. Sign them up.
Can those championship vibes rub off on your team, maybe, hoping that it does?
I don't know if the guys, it's kind of crazy because, both it's been a while since they've been here. But both actually come around. I've seen, they come around for alumni events, and they do a good job of staying connected with the community, but also our players. I mean, so I don't know how many of our guys know exactly when they played last or how many championships or this or that, but you can tell they're giving the guys their due. They like having, what I consider guys, former stars, former all-stars, but they're trying to get back in our mix, so I think the guys enjoy seeing them.
This is kind of cool, seeing them out here and the players coming.
Yeah,
in.
and then Keon's got his 3 boys, and they all play football players. Who knows? Might be a couple more years down the road in the draft and going from there. And then for us, Spencer, he's got the great story of being in junior football, not really going to college. Us signing him as just like to help us. We have 2 Colts kids doing that for us, and all of a sudden we're like, man, this guy's pretty good. We'll sign him, and then he's all of a sudden playing. So it's just to me a pretty good story, something that certainly you won't see very often, but he had a great career.